Hi, and welcome to your upper body push day. Today is all about chest, shoulders, and triceps. Today is also going to be a little bit different in terms of programming. For the first 2 days of the program, we had about a minute to complete 8 to 10 reps. Today we are doing supersets. So we are going to be doing 3 or 2, depending on what we're working here, exercises back to back and sometimes to back, but it is not timed. And so really, I want you to be focusing on smooth, controlled motions and really working to hit those 8 to 12 reps, whatever works best for you. If you find yourself hitting 12 and you haven't fatigued or you're not really pushing that hard towards the end, that's when you know you want to move up in weights. But I do explain this in the intro part of this program. So if you haven't watched that, please go ahead, watch that. It's just really quick. And then come on back. It talks all about how to figure out what weights are right for you and how to find them. Okay, so we are going to jump right in with a small warm up, and then I will show you our first superset for chest. So we're going to start by rolling the shoulders, just waking up those joints. You can fully roll them in your favorite directions to wherever you want to. Good, and then we move into the opposite directions. Now I'm doing big exaggerated shoulder rolls towards the front. It's a good spot, boots. Good. We're going to bring our arms out and we're just going to crisscross in front, really opening up the chest here. Good. Keep going. Just a few more. Awesome. Good. We're coming up into that torso twist. So hands at or arms at goalpost. And we're just twisting through the torso. No rush here. Just little by little. Really taking a pause in that twist. Good. Amazing. Good. We are also going to come down to the floor really quick. Actually, the first superset is all on the floor, so we won't come up until the second round. But we are going to come down into all fours. We're going to thread one arm through and then open right up. You can even roll out the wrists if that feels good. You can thread it through again. And then opening right up. One more. Good. And then let's move to the other side. So hands down. And then we're going to thread through and open up. And we're just trying to work through the upper body a little bit just to get some mobility going. I like rolling out the wrists. There will be push-ups today, so make sure the wrists are ready to go. And let's just go into a few cat-cows here. So making sure that you're pushing away from the floor and holding the belly in, tucking in the chest, and then releasing back out. Let's do one more. Good. And then I just want you to walk your knees back. Your toes can touch the floor. Hands are going to be maybe just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, okay? And then we're going to tuck the bum in. So today in your push-ups, if you choose to do them from your knees, and that's where you want to do them from, this is the positioning, okay? Definitely not here, but instead over here. Let's just take a couple push-ups just to make sure we're warming up the chest and shoulders and triceps properly. Good. Take them at a slow, controlled pace. Let's go 3 more. Good, last one. Amazing. Okay, we are going to make our way through this first chest superset. So I'm going to use my 20s and my 15s. I did not mention my weights. Today I'm using 20s, 15s, and 10s. Again, do not let my weight choices determine yours. If I was doing this workout on my own without demoing, I would definitely go higher for the chest press. So you decide where you need them, okay? I'm just gonna move them so they're a little bit more, ooh, they're a little closer by. Okay, so our first exercise, I'm gonna show you all three because we're gonna roll through them back to back to back. The first one is a chest press. So I'm gonna hold my 20 pounds in each arm. I'm gonna have my arms down a little bit at an angle, so not straight out, not straight out like this, but down at an angle. And I'm pushing right in front of my chest, not my face, okay? So we're gonna go into a chest press, 8 to 12 reps. Then I'm gonna move down a little bit to my 15s. Palms are gonna face each other. And again, I'm gonna go into a chest fly over my chest, not my face. Elbows are gonna be bent here. I'm gonna take you through the whole thing as we're in the movement. And then finally a crush press. So again, I'm gonna keep my 15s, maybe I'll go up to 20s. I'm gonna crush my weights together, give them a squeeze the entire time and move from my chest and up, okay? So those are the movements that we're gonna roll through. Let's get started. So I'm gonna grab my 20s and I'm gonna go into a chest press. We are looking for 8 to 12 reps here. So let's get started. We're lying down on the floor. If you do have a workout bench, feel free to use it. My elbows are at about 45 degrees and I'm just gonna start pressing up and then coming back down. Take it slow. We wanna make sure that we're in between those reps of 8 to 12. Good. Once you hit that target, if whatever it is, 10 or 12, or if you're using really heavy weights and you can make it only to 8, that's great. You're gonna move right into those flies. I've already lost count. So I'm assuming I'm at 8. Good, so I can make it to 12. I do have some shakes happening, but I could keep going. And that tells me that the right weight for me would have been probably about 25 to 30s. I'm gonna put these aside. I'm gonna grab my lighter weights and I'm gonna go right into those chest flies. No breaks other than grabbing the weights. I lean back, weights are coming up over my chest, slight bend in the elbows. I'm gonna open it right up till my triceps just tap the floor, and then those weights come back up. I want you to think about squeezing your biceps together in this motion. So we aren't rushing through. We're definitely breathing all the way throughout. My core is turned on, just helping me stay solid as I go through these supersets. I'm already sweating. Honestly, not surprised. It's what I do. It's who I am. Lost count again. I think I'm at 6. You do you. This whole program, we stick to that 8 to 12 reps. It's our foundation program. So we are building form, getting used to following a program like this, making sure we're taking our time with each movement. I'm gonna go one more rep. Good. I'm gonna squeeze these weights together. I'm gonna bring them down towards the chest and back up. This is my crush press. If I'm not crushing these weights together, I'm missing out on a whole lot. You will feel this in the chest and in the triceps. Shoulders are there supporting. Whew. This one builds off the last two like crazy. We do get a little break after this first set, but we're gonna do this 3 times. Good, keep going. Squeezing those weights together. Arms are just sliding against the side body. I'm going for one more. And I'm gonna put these weights down. I'm gonna come up, take a little rest. Okay, that was one set. We do that 2 more times. Grab some water, shake out the arms. Maybe you can actually go heavier and you wanna grab those weights, or maybe you need a lighter set. You decide what you need here, okay? Whew, we take about a minute in between sets just to let the muscles recover because we're gonna need it. If you're going slow and controlled through this program, you definitely need that rest time. There's no need to be rushing any of this. It's not the goal of the program. Whew. All right, here we go. We're gonna get back into it. So chest press, chest fly, and crush press. That's where we're gonna be. Again, going for 8 to 12. 3, 2, 1. You can start getting in to position. So our elbows here are at 45 degrees because that helps keep the shoulder joints nice and healthy. You might find that you breezed through that first set and now you're like, oh, things are getting real. So don't worry if it feels a little bit different for each set. Definitely feeling harder this time around. I've made it to 8, so that's good. Good. When you're done, we move right into those chest flies. You generally need to use slightly lighter weights for a chest fly than a chest press. So if you have a selection of weights, of dumbbells, then it's a great opportunity to use them. Don't forget about your core. Ooh, I'm already starting to make the ugly weight face. This one adds up, ooh, really quickly. I'm gonna stick to 10 reps for this round. Holy moly. All right, crush press. We're gonna get right into it. I'm taking a break down here. Okay, here we go. Don't rush it. I'd rather you take a couple breaks and then get back into it and make it to whatever rep count you are aiming for. Oof, I am struggling to make it to these last two, which is exactly where I want to be. Oh, okay. That's how I know I'm using the right weight for those chest flies and the crush press. Generally, I would go and use 20s for those crush press. But wow, after supersetting those 3, 15s is a struggle. Oh my gosh, I'm already feeling the pump in those arms. Okay, we've got one more. When you're done, you take that 1-minute break and grab some water. And then we're gonna get right back into it. There we go. You also might find that you don't even need the videos going into like the 4th, 5th, and 6th week. If they're helping you, that's amazing. But if you are familiar and you've gotten used to the timing of all of this, then these videos, you might not even need them, and that's totally fine. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, last set for chest. Let's go. Oh, I gotta find it in me. All right, let's do it. This is usually where Boots comes and gives me cuddles. It's the worst time, worst time. Okay, here we go. Chest press. I'm gonna try not to make eye contact with him. Okay, good. Sometimes I'm weight training and he cuddles up right next to me, and it is very difficult to properly lift weights or put them down with the dog face right by me. Keep going. You've got this. I'm going to pump one more out. Oof. Holy moly. All right. Those 20s. And come back over here for a bit, grabbing my 15s into the chest fly. Oh, this is why lifting weights is so important in this kind of program, because you can really keep track of how much strength you're building. So, I love a good strength class or a good fitness class, but when you're following a program, it makes such a big difference in having a direction to go in, having that roadmap. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm on the struggle bus here. I think I've got two more. Oh, yeah. All right, crush presses. Last time. Oh, really struggling. It's okay if you are too. This is the point. This is how we build that muscle, not by breezing through a workout and making it look super easy, but by really pushing through and challenging ourselves. I've got one more. Wow. Okay. Holy cow. All right, that was chest. So those supersets are done. We are actually gonna come up to standing. So when you're ready, you can join me. In this next superset, I'm gonna use my 10s for a lateral raise, okay? I'm gonna use my 20s for an overhead press. I'm also gonna keep my 15s close. And then I'm gonna use my 10s for a front raise. So again, I think I'm gonna use all three. So the movements are a lateral raise. So slight bend in our elbows. We're gonna come up to shoulder height and then really control the lower. And we're standing very upright, okay? Second move is gonna be an overhead press. So I'm gonna hold weights in my hands and I'm gonna press them up and down. Palms are gonna face forward. As I'm pressing these weights up overhead, I wanna make sure I'm not opening up the core. Instead, I'm closing it down so that I stay really solid all here and we're not putting any work in our back. The third move is a front raise. So I'm gonna go back to my 10s and I'm gonna go into those front raises. Again, my elbows are just slightly bent and I'm coming up to just shoulder height. This is gonna burn because my shoulders are already on fire. Okay, are we ready? Whew, mic is still on, this is good news. Okay, lat raises. Gonna grab my 10s. Same rep count, you know it, 8 to 12. Here we go. So we come up and we slowly lower. My elbows are just slightly bent. Good. Core is turned on. My shoulders are down away from my ears. Whew, so tough. All right, from here, I'm gonna take my heavies. I'm gonna see how it feels. I'm gonna go for those 20s. Overhead press. Oh, it's gonna be heavy. I don't think I can do it. I already know. I already know after supersetting, I'm out. So I'm gonna go to my 15s, but I did give it a try. All right, so I'm closing my core, making sure I'm kind of knitting my ribs down towards my hip bones. This is so tough. If you need it, you can always alternate this lift, right? Okay. Whew, keep going. I am on the struggle bus. I love a good shoulder workout though. Okay, here we go. Good. I'm trying not to get my legs into it too much. I don't want to go into a little lift with my legs. They're definitely trying to help though. Okay. Front raise, front raise. So palms are facing my thighs, and I'm going to raise up just like this. So tough. We might even move to one dumbbell if the need is there. It's all good. It's all good. You keep track of this on your log, okay? And every week, you're going to notice something. It might not be an increase in weight. It might be that you were able to finish 8 reps. It might be that you were a little bit stronger and was able to hold 2 weights for all 3 sets. It's not always about moving up in that weight rack, but sometimes it's about how much easier a exercise gets. Okay, I'm gonna go one more. Okay, shake that out. Okay, that's set 1. Set 1, done. That's great. Letting these shoulders roll out. I can tell you right now, I'm gonna be very sore tomorrow. Very sore. Okay, lateral raises. We're going back for more. Break is over. Let's get those weights. Here we go. Little bend in the elbows. And we're going to lift and really control those, or the lower, once we get here, because that's a lot of where that strength work lies in this particular movement. Whew. All right. We're definitely feeling it. In the best way though. This is my favorite kind of workout. I might need to break and take some breathers in between, but that's okay. We are building muscle here. Okay, one more. Amazing. Amazing. We're gonna go right into those overhead presses. 15 pounds for me, because it's already a struggle. Good. You want to come down to about 90 degrees in the shoulders. That was 3 reps for me, and I'm already taking a break. Okay, here we go. We've got this. We're fine. Good. Sometimes you need those breaks. This is a tough one. It's okay. It's okay to struggle through it. Clearly, I'm already having trouble with my words. Okay. I'm gonna go one more. Oh, wow. Okay. Front raise. I'm going to attempt to do it with 2 still. Let's go. Core's on, knees are just slightly bent. Tiny bend in the elbows. We lift to about shoulder height. Whew. Shoulders are throbbing. Keep going. Get to those reps that you have in mind. I'm going to go for 2 more. Good. Okay. That's amazing. That's set 2 already done. 1 more, just like that, okay? I feel like now would be a great time to tell you that our tricep superset is only 2 moves. So we do have that to look forward to. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Here we go. Lateral raise, final set. Let's just get it done. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Let's go. We know what we're doing now. Good. We control it. No faster than this. Good. Almost there. Who's excited for triceps? I know I am. I do have to tell you though that shoulders are kind of involved in the tricep moves. So it's not a total break. Whew. Good. All right. Whew. My goodness. Overhead presses when you're ready. There's no rush. This is simply a guide video. I want you to make sure that you are doing your full sets the way you need to, okay? Here we go. Good, right? From the side, I am closing my core. Squeezing the bum. Whew, I made it through 6. I'm still going, I'm still going. Wow, that is something. Okay. Oh my gosh, I didn't know if I was gonna make it through that one. Okay, front raises. Let's do it. Here we go. Front raise. I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna make it through the front raises, all 3 sets with 2 dumbbells, but I'm confident now that I can do it. Whew. Good. Don't let those shoulders come up to your ears. If you feel like your form is starting to fail, drop down to 1 dumbbell or lighter dumbbells. It's all good. Okay. Oh, we are done chest. We are done shoulders. We are moving into our tricep, oh my gosh, superset. Obviously struggling. I'm actually done with my 20s. So I am just going to move those aside. I'm gonna do all of these, I think, with my 10s and my 15s, okay? So we're gonna start with overhead tricep extensions. I like to take 2 dumbbells and crush them together And then we're gonna come up and down behind the head. Again, it's an overhead, so we wanna make sure we're not letting our ribs flare out and that we're holding it all in. And then we're gonna get down to the floor. Hands are gonna come up here with our dumbbells, and we're gonna let them come to either side of our head and then press them up. So we're doing some skull crushers, and it's with 2 weights. I'm gonna do those with 15s, okay? We've got this. We've got this. Let's go. Overhead tricep extensions. Let's do it. Same rep count. You know the drill. I'm crushing my weights together and I'm pressing up. So I almost want my weights to disappear behind my head and then full extension coming up. I still have a slight bend in my elbows as I come up at full extension. And I like to change up my stance a little bit for this one, but it's totally up to you on what feels comfortable. Good. When you are done those, you're going to make your way down to the floor. You may want to stick with 10s for this. It's totally up to you. Figure it out. You know, that first set is always there for you to see how a certain weight feels. And it's a bit of a test run, okay? So we lie down. Weights are separated, holding nice and steady. My shoulders are going to stay where they are. It's my elbows that are bending deeply. These weights are coming to either side of my head, right by my ears. Whew, feeling that one. Trying to keep my elbows in position. So it almost feels like I'm trying to hold maybe a ball between my elbows, and that way I can try to keep them as steady as possible. I might need to switch to 10s on the second round. Yep, I'm gonna do one more. Awesome. Okay, that's set 1. We have a little shakeout here. If you don't like the idea of fully standing up and coming down, you can take these tricep overhead extensions from a kneeling position as well. Okay, I'll do it this time around. Okay. We've got this. 2 more sets. It felt so easy only having 2 exercises. All right, let's go. Overhead extensions. Here we are. I'm going to crush these together. This time I'm kneeling. It actually makes it a little bit more difficult. Still closing my ribs down. Amazing. And then as soon as you are done, your 8 to 12 reps there, we're going to bring it down to the mat into those skull crushers. I've gone down in weight because I can feel it. Here we go. Really trying to hold the elbows steady. Core is turned on as usual. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna just take it from kneeling again, just as a time saver. Just gonna give myself a little bit of a shakeout, and I'm gonna get right to it so we can get into our finisher and be done this workout. Okay, super simple, super short finisher right after we're done this set. Let's do this. We're jumping in. We can do it. Good. I can tell that I'm trying to tuck my chin. I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm not done, I'm taking a break. You keep working. Oh my gosh. Just a few more. Beautiful. All right, heading into our final exercise, into those skull crushers when you are ready. Halfway for me. Really struggling, but we are going to stick with it. We're okay. Okay, we made it. You can stay on your mat. This entire finisher is down on the mat. Thank goodness. So we have 3 movements. We're going to go through them for 30 seconds each, and then we are done. It is a quick burnout. So your first one, we're going to be tall kneeling. If you have sensitive knees, feel free to stand. But we are going to use our light weights this entire time. We're going to do partial lateral raises. Okay, so no higher than halfway. Then we're going to take our dumbbells down to the floor and we're going to go into push-ups, whether they're from your knees or your toes. That is totally up to you. Okay, when we are in push-ups, again, we're not bringing our arms out at 90 degrees. It's a 45-degree angle and we're pushing up and down. More than likely, I'm going to do most of mine from my knees. And then we are going to hinge forward, elbows high, and kick it back with our weights for the remaining 30 seconds, okay? So 1.5 minutes of work and we are done. We get started in those lateral partials, bringing your weights here, tall kneeling position. We get moving in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're burning out. Shoulders first. And then we're going to go into those push-ups. These movements are definitely going to be a little bit faster than any of the work we did. Remember to breathe. Keep going, keep going. This is going to burn out the sides, right? Like the tops and sides of the shoulders. Keep going. Oh, I took a little break there. Good. 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Get into place for those push-ups. Let's go. Knees or toes. Let's see what we can do. Can we do any from the toes today? Oh, I think that's about it. Everything is burnt out. So we're going to take it from the knees. I'm tucking my bum in. My toes can stay on the floor. It's totally fine. My elbows are coming out at a 45-degree angle, not 90 degrees. Protecting the shoulder joints. Whew. Still trying to get down as low as possible. 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Bring the knees in, elbows up, kickbacks. Final 30 seconds right here. Elbows are high, kick it back. It's only 30 seconds. We've got this. Core is definitely on here. We're staying stable. Whew. Using glutes and quads for that stability. Come on, come on. We are close. 30 seconds goes by like crazy. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was an incredible chest, shoulder, and tricep workout. I hope you're feeling it. You did so great. Again, if this is week 1, huge congratulations to you for starting. If this is further down the road, or maybe it's your last one, another huge congratulations for sticking with it. I will see you next time.